And so what was that startup journey like? Like when you started Vidya, what were you expecting? What was that experience like?
Nothing that I would have thought it would have been. Much, much more difficult. So, coming from supply chain and technology, my focus was really, optimizing the way that we bring something to market and, sourcing the right products and, quality products, quality supply chain, and really bringing that together as a whole. And, not knowing exactly what I was getting into is probably a good thing because I probably wouldn't have done it. But to be honest, it was chaos because, hemp, the rules change every day. I mean, now we have, December 2018 is when basically the Farm Bill was approved. And so that kind of released from a state level, a little bit less regulation, but just, the normal things of starting a business, like getting a bank account and getting a payment transaction system, it's a whole nother level in the hemp industry, just because, there was not banks that wanted to bank with us in the beginning. And so it was a lot of legwork on little things that you think aren't things. And so the upstart was probably a lot more work than we thought it would be. But I think what we really focused on is like the compliance and regulation part of this, to ensure that everything that we were doing was in line, because, one day, from a hemp perspective, something that's purple is now red, but you have to comply with that purple and red regimen. And so you really have to be able to pivot quickly and, maintain the brand and the compliance around it. You see a lot of hemp companies today that are getting taken down, basically from non-compliance and really making medical claims and stuff. And so we are very, very strict and regimented about really self-regulating ourselves and staying in line with the policies that we think are being pushed forward, and just all around making sure that we have a compliant brand that the end consumer knows what they're getting. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is really the end consumer doesn't understand the hemp industry because it is so unregulated, and so what they're buying might not have anything in it at all. And so we had another uphill battle, I would say, just from, Vidya, the name means knowledge and clarity, and that really came about because providing that end consumer real knowledge about what are they buying into. And, hemp is, first of all, there's certain things to look for in order to make sure that, what that product says it is, but what's on the label is actually what's in that package. Mm-hmm. We focus on, making sure that the end consumer knows, how to go look for the right product. And then not only that, but it's a regimen. So it's not just like I took it today and I feel much better. It's